Good afternoon. Welcome to Selling Surplus, where the city of Jackson surplus is your opportunity. Welcome back. My name is Maya, and I am going to be you guys' moderator for today. Our conversation for today's episode is going to be focusing on our surplus property process. What are the elements or the items entailed inside of our process before from beginning to end? The second item that we're going to be looking at is our highlighted item, which is our surplus spotlight. At the very end of our conversation, we're going to be looking at how do you apply, how do you start the process, what are your next steps. If you have any questions, any concerns, any interest, please put your questions, your concerns in the chat and below, and then I'll be able to answer those questions at the very end of our conversation. So let's jump right into it. Our surplus property process begins once you have chosen your property. You can find our listing of all available properties on our City of Jackson's website, which is Jackson, JACKSON, MS, period, GOV. Once you have selected your property, you want to go on and submit an application, which can also be found on our City of Jackson's website. After you submit the application, it comes directly to me. I am the main point of contact for the application and for this entire process. I will do your research for it as well as your intake review. After all of the intake review has been completed, it will be presented before our surplus property committee, who meets on a monthly basis. After they have declared it surplus, it goes before our Jackson City Council, who will also be able to approve that item. After it has been approved and the disposal method has been selected and has been completed, then it becomes a quitclaim deed, which is curated and executed by our mayor. After it has been executed, then that paperwork is filed and the property is officially yours. Please understand that this process is governed by our state statute. If you want to learn more about exactly where to find, if you want to find more information regarding that particular state statute, it's at the very bottom. It is a Mississippi Annotated Code. And if you have questions about it, please let me know. So let's go to the main point of today's conversation. We have our surplus spotlight. Today we are highlighting and we're spotlighting a particular parcel inside of Ward 3. This parcel number is 91-26. The listed address is 0 Carnett Street. As you can see from our images, we can see that this parcel already has a property. So you're not really starting from scratch. You have a structure to go into and to have your business. Depending on what kind of business you want to do or whatever entertainment or extracurricular activity you want to have hosted inside of this particular space. For this surplus spotlight, I want to also highlight how many acres we have, as well as it's already classified as our C3 general commercial, which has different abilities that you can do inside of this already zone structure. So the question that I see that's coming up now is like, how do I start? How do I begin? What is my next step? I'm interested in this particular property. So how do we apply? We apply by you can scan the QR code, you can click on our link, or you can type in this link on your web page or on your phone, and it takes you directly to our surplus property application. In that surplus property application, it will ask you for that parcel number as well as that address. So you would just reference back to our 91-26 for this particular parcel if you are interested in it. After you have submitted the application, it comes to me and I'll be in direct contact with you in terms of your next steps and what all you need to get done for this particular application before it's presented before our surplus property committee. It looks like we have another question regarding when is the next surplus property meeting. So our surplus property committee meets monthly every third Thursday. So the next third Thursday will be in April. It is April the 18th. We meet at 3 o'clock inside of the Hill Building, which is located at 200 South President Street. And I'll be in direct contact with you so that you will not miss it and you'll be able to definitely attend that meeting to answer questions and just learn about the additional steps that will happen after that meeting. Looks like we have a question about when is the deadline for the April meeting. So the deadline for the April meeting is April the 5th, which is the first Friday of April. Understand that you can submit an application after the 5th. It just means that it won't be on the agenda for the April's meeting. It'll just be pushed on to the next month's meeting. Surplus property is an ongoing application process, so you can submit anytime. It just changes in terms of when it will be presented before our committee. Looks like I have another question. Hi, I am a nonprofit interested in this property. How do I apply? So nonprofits can apply. When you submit the application, you'll just specify that you're a nonprofit, as well as you'll upload your nonprofit paperwork, especially your tax exemption paperwork also. So as long as you upload that and you specify the property that you want to look at, you can still apply. And then it'll change in terms of the attachments you need to upload for the application. I have another question. Can anyone apply for a property? Yes, anyone can apply for a surplus property application, depending on your structure. Excuse me. If you're a nonprofit, there may be some different documentation you upload, but you can definitely apply. Are there any other questions that's coming in for this particular property? Doesn't look like there's anything else. If you have any other questions for me, whether inside of our monthly meeting times or you just want to call me, you just have an interest or you have a question, please do not hesitate to contact me. Again, my name is Maya. My direct contact number is 601-960-1856, but you can always shoot me an email at Maya, M-Y-A, Lee, L-E-E, @jacksonms.gov. And I am the surplus property administrator, so I will be your best point of contact regarding surplus properties questions or concerns for this. Please do not forget about our listing, which is already online, and the listing can be obtained through our jacksonms.gov, our City of Jackson's website. Thank you, and I hope to see you guys again next third Wednesday for April. Enjoy.